Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock. I'm Miguel Machado with Solent Sport News. Slaven Bilic has been sacked as West Ham manager. Their 4-1 defeat to Liverpool this past weekend left them in the relegation zone. It is expected that David Moyes will be announced as the new West Ham United manager until the end of the season. We're joined in the studio by our reporter Chris Loader. Hello Chris, what can you tell us more?
Thanks Miguel. Well, this came really as no surprise to a lot of people. He'd been in doubt with some speculation for quite some time, but after a string of poor performances, transfers failing to make an impact, and also as well struggling to adapt to the new stadium which they left Upton Park last year, they've really not been hitting the ground. However, David Moyes is seen to be the new replacement. This could be a controversial appointment considering his reputation was damaged after leaving Everton with the likes of his appointments at Manchester United, Real Sociedad and also most recently Sunderland. So he's got a lot to prove if he is confirmed later on the West Ham manager. However, some people in the game don't believe it was totally Bilic's fault. Tony Gale doesn't believe that the Croatian was the man to blame.
The results haven't come. OK, the manager carries the can, but these players, they've been awful. I think they've got to have a good look in the mirror themselves and also the board, and maybe handle things a little bit differently with the new man.
Well, yeah, that's what Tony Gale believes. We don't know exactly yet if Moyes is the new manager, but we'll let you know this afternoon if that appointment is confirmed. Back to you in the studio, Miguel.
Thanks Chris, and now we move on to the next story. Closer to home, and Saints were beaten at St Mary's by Burnley on Saturday. Sam Vokes scored the only goal 9 minutes from the end. His side moved to the 7th in the Premier League. Southampton stay 13 points in the 13th position, and they will visit Liverpool next match. Saints manager Mauricio Pellegrino was disappointed after the match.
Football is not about arguments, it's about emotion. No, it's difficult to talk about football when you lose. When you lose, you want to kill everybody, no? This is part of our life.
We went to the streets to find out what Southampton fans had to say about his coach.
I think he's got a limited time to get the players on board with his philosophy because he doesn't seem to have sorted it out yet, and the fans are starting to see that.
No, because he's got a good attacking style of play and it just takes a while for the manager to integrate that into the team.
Manchester City are 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League. They made their 9th straight win after defeating Arsenal yesterday at the Etihad Stadium. Their rivals Manchester United lost at Stamford Bridge 1-0 and have been caught by Tottenham in the 2nd position. Jose Mourinho wasn't too disappointed after the match.
You know, we are worried, but we are the team that is less worried. Every team is more worried than us because we are second. So all the other 18 teams are more worried than us.
To golf, Hampshire's Justin Rose has won his 2nd tournament in 2 weeks. He claimed the Turkish Airlines Open yesterday, just 8 days after winning in Shanghai. The Olympic champion has been struggling for form this year, but he is hoping his recent victories can spur him for a good 2018.
I have put the emphasis on winning more, and obviously I've come out of the gates, really good with that mindset. So my mind was already a little bit in 2018 thinking I wanted to have a multiple win season, and I've turned 17 into a multiple win season, so that's fantastic. But just continue to play well in the majors, and hopefully the rest takes care of itself.
In rugby, Elliot Daly rejoins England's squad. The 25-year-old withdrew from last week's training camp in Portugal because of knee trouble. He is now recovered and ready to play for the national team next Saturday against Argentina at Twickenham. That's all from us now. We'll be back in an hour. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website solent.co.uk.